So I will give you just a quick tour of what I was doing in the month of February. So this is the first prompt from the Ancient Woodland Challenge, and I'm really happy with the end result of this one. I think it's very cute and it's slightly different than what I usually do and much more illustrative. And then we have the next one. This is Primrose. One thing I discovered with this challenge, I quite enjoy making paintings that work nicely together on the same spread, and these are done with Winsor & Newton watercolours. And then we have Ivy and Tree Stump. I think these are my two favorite paintings I've done for the Ancient Woodland Challenge. I absolutely love how this looks together. And then we have Lily of the Valley and Squirrel. A lot of people really liked the squirrel one over on my Instagram, and I like it too, but I kind of like it from here. I really don't like how this has turned up, so I would be tempted to just cover it up like that, but I know that's not really possible. And yeah, I haven't finished this challenge on the deadline, but I do want to keep going on it. I still sketched a few more ideas, and I would just keep going at my own pace because really doing two challenges at the same time, it's really tiring, and I also have other things to do. I can't just spend every single day doing challenges. And yeah, this is Sketchbook Joy Challenge. This is the Draw Your Supplies one. And I have a full video on my channel testing the Paul Rubens watercolors, which I also used for these two paintings. And there is a full process of me doing these paintings. Then this is Pop of Orange, and I had this picture saved on my Pinterest forever with a really cool photograph of some scenery from the Antarctic, I would like to say, with this boat that had colorful sails, and I thought that would be just perfect for the challenge. Then we have Houseplant, and as you can see, I hated how this one has ended up. I didn't even share it over on my Instagram. Yeah, let's just keep going. Then there is Observational Study, and I just drew this because it's my favorite storage for art supplies that I have on my desk. And then we have Fast Fish. Also, by the way, these are not in the order of the challenge, so I'm just showing them in the order of how they are in my sketchbook. These performed really well on my Instagram, which surprised me. I didn't expect fish would do. And in all honesty, I had a lot of fun painting this, and I really enjoy exploring this type of drawing the same thing but slightly different and making a composition of it on the page. Then this was Penguin, and here I was testing out some colored pencils. Again, you can watch the full video review over here, and I really like these colored pencils. The way I use colored pencils works really nicely, and I also really like this page. It's very cute. Then this was Pink Layer or Pink Layer First, I can't remember exactly, and this is based on a photograph from Cornwall. Then this was Line Second, so you were meant to do your painting first and then do your line work on top, and I went again with colored pencils, and I really enjoy how this ended up looking. I might do something like this again in the future. Then this was meant to be Draw Your Day, but I ended up drawing Winnie's Day, which is our little doggy, because I thought she's much more interesting than I am. Then this was, I'm not sure if it's analog or analogous, but yeah, it's a type of palette where you use the colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, and this is one of my favorite pages I've done for this challenge and in this sketchbook as well. I'm really happy how these portraits have turned out. The only thing, her nose is slightly too small and I think it can go up a bit, but I still really enjoyed it. Then this is butterflies, and I really like how this has turned out. I'm not a lover of drawing butterflies, but I did like how this has turned up. The only thing I would have liked if everything was shifted just a bit, because there's not a lot of space here and there's a lot of space here. And that's everything that's in this sketchbook. I'm so close to finishing this. I only have 3 pages left, and then there is a sketchbook tour coming up. I also did this in my Moleskine sketchbook. This was olive green and soft pink, which is a color combination I don't use very often, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and yeah, I quite like how soft it looks. I must admit, this is not my favorite sketchbook for watercolors. This is a drawing one, but it still ended up becoming one of my favorites. And then just here on the left, the next prompt was draw a person, which I quite enjoy as well. And then I also have 2 pages in my Stillman and Burn sketchbook. This is not finished, or I'm not sure if it is, because I might leave it like this. And I actually turned this teapot into a sticker, so you can check this out at my Etsy shop. And I actually adore this. I was on a Discord call with a friend, and I didn't even mention what this is. This is the 5-minute timer. So I set myself 5 minutes for the first 3 or 4, I can't remember exactly. And it was very enjoyable having a chat and drawing at the same time with a friend. And then this was food packaging, and I literally just went and raided the cupboards. It's a very British looking spread, I would say, in terms of the Hartleys and the baked beans and even the extra virgin olive oil. And I just added some vegetables on the side. This was focused on texture, and this is based off a photograph from Cyprus at sunset. And I do really like the textures on this and how free everything feels and the movement. And then I just have a couple of pages here on my bigger art creation sketchbook. First of all is master studies, and I did a study of a painting I've seen in Monet's house in France. The actual painting is done by Bert Morisot. I was really drawn by the colors in the painting and by how expressive everything was, and also in terms of the colors, they were very similar to the Kuretake Art Nouveau set, and I thought it would be perfect to use it on this. And I even did a bit of a color study here, and yeah. Then this was collage, and I based this on a sketch that I did in one of my sketchbooks, and I just used the National Trust magazine that I had laying around, and I just tried to make a scene out of it. Some houses by the beach with someone drying the laundry out. And then lastly, this is the panel page, line first, color second. And this one is not my favorite. I think the perspective is just slightly wrong here, but I quite enjoyed doing the houses on the left. And I think this is the last one for this challenge. It was reaching for a material you don't usually use, and this is oil pastels. I still have about 8 days left on this challenge, but again, I said to myself I'm going to finish this when I'll finish it. But yeah, this is almost everything I've done in the month of February. There's a few more bits and bobs that I haven't showed you, but I thought it would be more interesting to show you the challenges I've been doing.